If you haven't heard about Anchor yet, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free and there's no charge. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more music apps.
You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you'll ever need to make a podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started on your podcast today.
Welcome back, everybody, to Early Morning PJ Podcast. This is episode 15. This week we have some guests with us today, Drew Hess and Ben Patten, two Trinity grads that graduated last year. So thank you guys for joining us, and we're looking forward to this episode. So
Two high-tier athletes.
yes, sir. Two high-tier athletes.
Thank you.
Yeah, Drew.
Yeah.
But I'll just kind of introduce them. I'll let them introduce themselves. So Drew, just a couple questions for you. Just tell everybody who you're a fan of, team-wise.
NFL, Baltimore Ravens, NBA, Oklahoma City Thunder, and college, Michigan Wolverines.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Ben?
I'm a Knicks and Giants fan. My college team's Ole Miss. I don't really follow baseball, but I fuck with the Nationals.
Detroit Tigers is where it's at. Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Ben?
That's it.
All right, well, I just want to ask Ben an unrelated sports topic. Ben attends Penn State, and I don't know, Ben, if you saw that these new rules regarding freshmen, like the names of the classes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, like, what are your thoughts on that as you're going into your sophomore year?
It's real dumb. I don't really have much else to say about that.
Wait, what is it?
They're like apparently
It's dumb.
at Penn State, they're taking away the names of the classes, like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and they're making
To
it. What are
promote
they even making it?
inclusivity.
They're making it
I
first
can't
year,
call you
second
a
year,
senior.
third year, fourth year, fifth year.
Oh, that's what they're saying?
The
Like,
two
first year?
that they said were offensive is freshmen and upperclassmen because it has men in them.
Oh my god.
So wait, are you as a freshman
Or as a first year. As a first year.
as a first year student, are you considered part of the class that's going to be allowed to attend the football games?
I am.
Okay.
I actually went to the spring game.
I heard that there was like KJ Hamler, Miles
I
Sanders.
got pictures of KJ Hamler.
Hamler just got cut, right?
I got a picture.
No,
pretty sure.
No, that was the other guy.
Oh, that was Deshaun Hamilton.
Yeah.
I got pictures
Used
of
to be
Hamler
good.
and Robinson.
Okay. Drew, let's
Yeah.
talk about where you attend college, Duquesne.
Duquesne out
How are
in
their
Pittsburgh.
sports teams looking?
Nah,
They're on the upside.
What conference are they in?
it's a good
A10.
question.
A10.
They're on A10.
Oh, St.
Yeah.
Joe's is an A10 already.
Bronny James was actually spotted hooping in a Duquesne Nike LeBron long sleeve shirt. And we got
The
the
pieces
fun.
are all coming.
You
Oh,
think,
yeah,
does
yeah.
that mean you think
Van
Bronny's
Bron-
attending Duquesne?
Van Brod.
right,
Bronx High School.
we got an
coach is
insider right
Here's your title right here, Bronny to Duquesne. So we got a new arena. It's very nice. We just got a transfer. He transferred out of Duquesne to San Diego State. Next Kawhi
Kawhi
Leonard,
Leonard, yeah.
exactly. So I think the sports they're gonna be.
Kawhi Leonard. What?
We play Florida
Leonard
State
went to
next
San
year
Diego.
for football. Florida State.
Don't you guys
So-
play like Pitt and like out of conference games and stuff?
I hope-
Not for every
They
sport.
play Carnegie Mellon.
Yeah, that's
No, but
that's
I
D3, isn't it?
I
I
don't
think
know.
in like 5 years we'll be up there with like the Dukes and like the North Carolinas of the
All
world.
right, let's
let's
stop.
turn it down.
You might be with Duke football. I might give you that.
We are Duke football.
Yeah, they Duquesne Dukes.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right, Ben. Well, we're gonna talk some football, and as you said, you're a Giants fan. I'm an Eagles fan, so I just kind of want to begin with
NFC Bulls.
with your thoughts on the NFC East and how that's gonna shake out this year.
Well, first I'd like to say, with the exception of the Redskins, I thought all teams in the NFC East did very well on draft night.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Giants move back. They get a first rounder of the Bears next year. I don't think the Bears are going to be very good this year, so that's going to be a good pick. I like Condavious Tony out of Florida. I mean, we were probably going to pick Devontae Smith, but Devontae Smith.
But how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I think the Giants on draft night did exactly what they should have and did what's best for them. But like watching two
I want to
in
ask you,
division
with
teams get Devontae Smith, Micah Parsons.
with signing Kenny Galladay and with Sterling Shepard and
Darius
Slayton on the roster.
Contavious Murray, that's who we drafted.
Yeah. Like, do you think?
Yeah, but
do you think
took what
Tony
was that,
was
a first round pick
on like a number
20.
4 receiver? Like, do you
We
think?
took him at 20.
Yeah, but that's like a first rounder on a position you already have.
And we got the number 1 graded pass rusher.
Azeez Ojulari.
Yeah, he's
good.
tough.
Uche.
Well, I mean, like you said, I think that the Giants did exactly what they needed to do.
Oh wait, no.
I think the Giants have already had a pretty successful offseason with the addition of Kenny Galladay and the re-signing of what's that guy's name on the D line?
Leonard Williams.
Yeah, Leonard Williams.
Jason
They re-signed him. I saw extended his contract, so they've already had a pretty decent offseason, but I don't know what's going on over there. But what do you think? Like, who's winning the division this year?
I'd have to agree with Jacob on. I think the Giants are going to win the division. I don't think it's going to be the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles know what they're doing right now. I don't know if Dak's going to come back 100%.
Get Jason Pierre-Paul back to New York.
Facts, though.
You think Tim Tebow's getting over 12.5 receiving yards this year?
He's not even
I
going
don't
to
think
make
That's
the team.
the over/under right now.
He's not
Really?
making this team.
I mean, that's like,
12.5
to be
yards.
fair, that's like one catch.
Exactly.
So,
but the chances of
If
him
he makes the team, it's over. If he doesn't, I don't
yeah,
think
if
he'll
it was
make the
closer
team,
to the
though.
season, I'd bet the over in an instant. But
he'll be
What
like
is wrong with what?
he'll be like a gadget player, I think.
Yeah. Like
Philly special.
Taysom
type.
Hill,
Yeah.
with Taysom
I think
Hill
that's
for
what
the
they're
Saints.
trying to do.
Yeah.
And everyone's clowning on him for it, but what do you really lose by giving him a practice squad
That's what I'm saying.
role in
That's
the
what I'm
offseason?
saying.
Like,
yeah, Trevor Lawrence is far above him though. So
oh, I would hope.
All right, so you said the Giants win the division. Who's second, third, fourth?
I think the Redskins are definitely fourth. I think it really depends how Dak comes back from his injury to see if the Eagles or Cowboys finish second. But for right now, I'd probably say the Eagles, honestly.
Hey, wild card spot.
I mean, there's 7 though. We could see. I don't know about that though.
Go ahead, Drew.
Because the Saints and Bucks are still in the same division. Someone's got to beat the wild
You don't have to
card.
raise your hand.
I got a question for you too. Who do you think's winning offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year?
Lawrence,
Okay.
defensive rookie of the year.
Maybe. I hope not Mike.
Jalen Phillips.
I hope not Mike.
No way. It might be
J.C.
Micah
Horn.
Parsons. Yeah, Micah Parsons or a corner. J.C. Horn, maybe.
That's my guy.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
But they're both. Both Micah and J.C. Horn are going to play significant roles on their team.
Yeah.
They're both going to start in their rookie years. So
Now, as an Eagles fan, you're hyped about Devontae Smith. Why in the world, if you're an NFL team, why are you taking Waddle over Devontae Smith?
that's a question for Jacob. The
I don't
Dolphins.
understand that.
Because, he fits better with what we're trying to do. We didn't really
Does he
need-
though?
Yeah, he does.
Because when they picked Waddle, you weren't too happy.
Because we need a slot receiver, and that's what Waddle does. He finds.
Then why weren't
holes
you
in
too happy
zones.
about it?
Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. You were sitting over here crying the draft night.
Anyways,
Jason can
We
attest
have
to
proof.
that.
We have proof.
Yeah, exactly.
video
Instagram.
evidence. Because Jalen Waddle, I think the Dolphins evaluated him as a high receiver, and who am I as Jacob Scholl to go against what NFL front offices think?
Okay, let's not say that. There's been
Especially-
so many picks over the years that the Eagles have made that just make zero sense.
I don't think
And
Jalen
have been
Waddle
proven
makes
to
zero
make
sense at all.
years
Our
later.
second,
Yeah,
our
exactly.
second Whiteside.
Or it's like Jalen Hurts last year, even though it's probably gonna,
Yes.
it's looking like it's gonna pan out. It shouldn't have even happened.
Rager. That was
No,
a question. That was a
Rager-
question.
Yeah, but like, it was a questionable.
His dad
player.
played for the Eagles, so
It was
why
a
wouldn't
questionable.
he?
It was a questionable player, but it was a.
I don't think Jalen
like they-
Waddle's a questionable player. He's.
I'm not saying
He's
no.
a
You're the
top-tier
one.
receiver
You're
in
the
the
one
draft.
saying,
Comes
"Oh
off
yeah,
the
the
kills.
Dolphins must have thought as
that's
all
fine.
NFL teams do."
if they
Maybe
thought
in
he
the,
was-
in the moment he thought that.
Yeah,
I
I think Smith is better, but that's not my call.
I think the Dolphins wanted a receiver that could go in ready to play, match the physicality of other teams. Picking Devontae Smith, they don't get that.
What?
Weak-
How?
weak
That was a
boy.
deep analysis.
Yeah.
I mean, he's smaller than Waddle.
Waddle probably
yeah, but
is
obviously,
slightly
yes,
bigger.
he's smaller, but
And
okay,
I just
Not much smaller.
I feel like the physicality and just like the Dolphins are like ready to win. I mean, they had a pretty good season last year.
The Eagles are just rebuilding. No, yeah, like I agree with that. The Dolphins are ready to win.
So they got to give.
I'm fine.
But
that was our biggest need going into the draft.
I think any
Dolphins.
I think any Dolphins player would be happy with either Smith or Waddle.
Yeah,
like, there's not really like a
it
bad
wasn't
thing
a bad
either.
pick at all.
I agree.
Yeah.
I thought the Eagles before the Bears pick, the Eagles had the steal of the draft in the top 10. To trade up 2 spots to pick
I
the
think
guy
it
that the
was
Giants were
Sewell
going
at
to take.
7.
Yeah, that's a.
That wasn't even a that's a
steal.
steal, but that wasn't like he fell into their lap. It's not like the
they
Lions
had to
had
take
to. The Lions didn't have to overthink anything. They didn't have to think about anything. He fell right into their lap, and it's the same thing with like Fields to Chicago. I mean, he kind of they had to trade up.
Off the Giants.
They traded up, but then again, like he was their guy. Like he fell right into their lap, and they had no choice but to take him, considering they need a quarterback.
Who do you think is going to be the least successful quarterback out of this draft?
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I can.
Wait, what do you like? First round picks?
Yeah, not like the guy from like Texas A&M or whatever.
Yeah, or
Like first round.
I did see something yesterday that said the Patriots are probably going to start Cam week 1.
probably.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Or they shouldn't even re-sign him. He had more turnovers than touchdowns last year.
Why Zach Wilson?
He's going to the Jets?
The Jets aren't exactly known for being
Developing.
good, and Zach Wilson's kind of more towards the boom or bust side. And I think if you don't put him with
the right
good
opportunity,
surrounding
yeah.
weapons, I
Yeah.
think that's more towards.
Well,
bust.
I mean, I've been saying it all along since we started this podcast that Zach Wilson is just like. I think there's a significant difference between somebody like Justin Fields, who was picked at 11, and Zach Wilson, who was picked at 2. And meaning that Fields is probably better than him, and I think we can all agree with
I'm
that.
not even knocking on Wilson.
I'm knocking Wilson.
I
He's
think
just not
Fields drafted by the Jets would be the least successful quarterback. It's all
Yeah,
about.
I think the Jets is just a terrible location for anyone to be trying to be successful, especially.
I agree with that.
Especially at that position, because you rely so much on other things.
Yeah, if you don't
Like
have a
your
quarterback,
line.
like you can't win.
Yeah.
Darnold wasn't that bad.
He was really bad.
I thought he was.
He
like,
wasn't.
okay.
He wasn't a
For
bad
the
player.
Jets.
I thought he
Adam
was
Gase.
really bad.
Adam Gase turned that off.
Adam Gase
I
didn't throw the
agree
ball
with that.
directly to corners. I'll say that.
How do you not think Darnold like? I thought Darnold was
Because they're in
pretty
our
good.
division, and I watch their games.
I'm telling you, the team.
His surrounding.
I mean, there's a reason Darnold
We're
was
talking
like.
quarterbacks. I think Matthew Stafford going to the Rams is huge.
Oh yeah,
Huge.
They have that defense already, and
Huge. Bro, they won a
Some
playoff game
weapons
with
on
who was playing
offense.
quarterback last year?
Golf
Jared
with
Goff.
one
With a
hand.
broken,
Yeah.
with broken thumb on his throwing hand, and they still beat the Seahawks.
Yeah.
You
I
had
think
you had Stafford to that.
I think
That's-
Stafford-
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see how they do.
I think
Like,
Stafford's going to be an improvement, but I don't know. I mean, you look at his weapons in Detroit; they weren't that bad. Galladay, Marvin Jones Jr., Hawkinson.
yeah, but you have
Yeah.
a defense then to back it up. if
Yeah.
you're not putting
I think in terms of
points
team
on the board.
success, it'll be a lot better. But I don't think Stafford's stats are going to be that much better.
defensive
Bro, it's hard to get
coordinator
better than the
left,
stats he's doing. He's putting
Yeah.
up 25 touchdowns and 4,000 yards this season.
but
been
he hasn't
doing
made the
that.
playoffs, and they haven't won a playoff game in how long?
That's a Detroit
Now he will.
problem. That's
Now he will.
that's a Detroit problem.
Yeah.
That's not
We'll see how the Rams do. I'm interested to see it. Like that's kind of a team where like it's like they could either be as good as they were last year, or they could be the complete opposite and just be horrible. There's not
I
really
don't
an in
see
between.
them being horrible.
The
I mean, their
Rams-
defense is good, but you got to think like their defense coordinator left. They didn't draft well at all.
No.
They didn't.
They didn't
help
really have the
anybody.
picks to do it either.
Yeah, they didn't really.
I mean, they drafted a receiver who all he does is, I mean, he's basically a track star in the 3rd round. I
Staying
didn't
on
love that
quarterbacks,
pick.
I think Wentz and the Colts will still be pretty good.
Oh, the Colts will be. The Colts are going to be one of those teams that are going to be good for a couple years.
Like an old. Oh yeah. I mean, like I could tell last year, it's like Phil Rivers is like he doesn't have much time left.
And they have the best
And then
O-line
they just
in football.
added a guy that's already got a lot of question marks.
And I mean, I've said this so many times to friends and on the podcast, but Wentz going to the Colts is just going to make Wentz better. I mean, they're not going to drop
him
him back.
back.
Yeah,
He needed to. Just
and
be
they're not.
somewhere
He's
else.
not going to drop back 40 times a game. They're a run first kind of offense.
Jonathan
Taylor, and then I mean, like their offensive line's obviously the best in the game. So there's really
Good defense,
not really a
though.
better
Good
spot for
defense.
somebody like Wentz to go to. And as long as he plays 75% of the games, I think I'll be fine with it. So, Drew, what are your thoughts on the AFC? What is that in North? AFC North.
North.
I think the Steelers are out of it now.
Steelers are out of
I'd
it.
be looking pretty good.
That's the Browns.
I mean, I don't know about this upcoming year, but
Browns are gonna be
for like the next couple
I
of
think
years,
so.
it's going to be a tough division with the Bengals coming up if they draft well. Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Browns are looking. I like the Browns.
I think the Browns might win.
Browns are a team that like nobody hates.
I think
If I could pick a team right now,
I think the Browns are a top 3 team in the AFC.
I think I was just about to say I think the Browns win that division.
Clear. I
got my Ravens. I mean, I can't.
Really?
I mean, I like the Browns. I wouldn't be.
I think I have you guys in a close second with the Steelers.
I like Baker too.
With the Steelers.
Steelers in third.
I don't.
You
see
think the Bengals are gonna finish better than Pittsburgh?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say.
But I don't
The
see
Bengals
like
are 2 or 3 years away, but
I don't see a
absolutely.
close second between
Absolutely.
the Ravens and the Steelers.
No, he's
I
saying
think-
Ravens and the.
no, I think
Browns.
I think the Browns are going to be the clear winners. Then
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
second and third is going to be pretty close.
You think the Ravens are going to make the playoffs?
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I think
Sick-
they get a wild card. Yeah.
They'll be better than Tennessee, who's gonna be on the border.
I don't
this
think
year.
Tennessee's going to be good.
Yeah, I don't think Tennessee. Oh no, they're gonna be good. They're gonna finish. What they take 7 teams. They'll probably finish 8 or 9.
I think
so.
But
And Jadeveon Clowney, a huge addition to Cleveland.
yeah, they got
Is he
big
though?
additions.
Is he?
I don't know. I mean, like,
He's good when he's healthy.
1.5 sacks last year. I'm not.
He was never healthy.
Is he just going to magically
His
be?
1.5
Is the Cleveland training staff going to?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Why do you think he's never been able to sign a long-term deal? Because he is never healthy.
And even when he is healthy, I mean, he was healthy with Seattle. I think he had
You
4.5
know he was
sacks.
never healthy with Seattle.
Who was the other guy they signed
Who?
on defense? The Browns. They signed someone else.
Safety. Anthony Harris, or was it? No. It was John Johnson.
Anthony Harris,
Anthony
Eagle,
Harris was
baby.
the Eagles.
Yeah, I think the Browns will be nice for a couple
Yeah,
of
they
years.
drafted pretty much all defense. They got
their offense is already pretty
Yeah.
good.
Donovan Peoples.
that's a really good offensive line too.
Yeah, Baker's just getting better too.
Yeah, he
every
fits
game,
well in their
yeah.
system. I mean,
because they're run first.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
they have the best running back duo in the
Oh,
league.
Yeah, love Nick Chubb.
In the yeah.
Odell and Jarvis out wide.
Always.
I think.
I think they should trade Odell.
I mean, who else are you gonna throw to? Is Jarvis Landry gonna be your number 1 receiver?
Yeah.
Austin Hooper.
I think Jarvis Landry. Can be
Donovan
a receiver.
Peoples-Jones.
I just think if you're gonna trade Odell, I think you gotta have a clear set replacement for him. I don't know.
All right, so we're going to be switching over to some NBA talk now. Obviously, this was the last week of the NBA regular season.
Last day.
Today is the last day. It's Sunday, so it's the last day to kind of make or break yourself for the playoffs. The Eastern Conference has already been set for the playoffs.
After the Knicks win.
The playoff picture is already set. The Western Conference,
I hate the NBA.
the Western Conference kind of gets set tonight.
Yeah.
Western Conference kind of gets set tonight, with all those West Coast games starting later, 10 o'clock. Lakers and Blazers, 2 huge games tonight.
Yeah, my Thunder got a big one too.
Currently, the Lakers
Poku.
are the 7th seed right now, which would mean that they're in the play-in tournament. They're fighting for the 6th seed, so they wouldn't have to play in that playoff tournament with the Blazers, and they both play this tonight at 10.
Blazers play the Nuggets. I don't know if they're gonna be winning that game.
I don't think the Nuggets have anything to play for though. They might rest people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened to the Celtics today. That's
Oh,
why the Knicks got an easy win.
Yeah,
Lakers
the
play-
Clippers rested their entire starting 5 yesterday.
Yeah, bro.
So
The Celtics didn't have
they
a single
wanted to
starter
lose,
play.
so they weren't on the
Well, what-
Lakers side.
The
of the
Lakers
bracket.
play the Pelicans.
When are the playoffs? When do they start?
I think
28th.
I honestly feel like
When's the
sometimes-
the
play-in
actual
tournament?
the play
Yeah,
is this week.
This
Plans
week?
is 22nd, I think.
There's no way the playoffs start the 28th.
I think so.
That's like 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Today's the 16th, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes like resting your players.
Today's the
are only gonna
19th.
take
Here, let's look it
sore.
up. When do the play-ins start?
16th, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Get
Bro,
out of here.
Sam Sessoms just DM me, bro.
The
He
play-ins-
wants money, bro.
Play-ins will begin.
Point guard at Penn State.
Play-ins will begin May 18th.
Oh shoot, that's soon.
So that
That's
is
in, like,
2
2
days.
days.
Tuesday.
Sorry, the 16th.
So Tuesday will begin the play-ins, and then it says the play-ins end. Play-ins end on May 21st. But it's not a series, is it?
No, it's
No.
all one game.
Yeah, it's just one
That's
game.
just so
It's all
stupid. I hate the plan.
I like it because it gives those teams like an extra, you know, those boundary teams, it gives them
Harder
a
to tank.
chance.
Harder to tank.
Yeah.
Makes tanking.
Steph
all right, I'm gonna be.
just got the scoring title.
Because you got 11 seeds
Steph, he
playing.
just got the scoring title.
He just broke the record.
Yeah, he beat out Bradley Beal.
No, for this year.
For
he won the
this
scoring
year.
title.
Oh yeah. How many points?
Third
did he
place
just
MVP.
31 a game or something like that. 30.6.
That's crazy to think that Bradley Beal was even in that conversation. He's so underrated.
Yeah, he
Oh,
is.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's got to get out though.
They started winning too.
I
don't know.
I
They-
feel bad for him.
they're in the playoffs.
I
though.
don't know.
Playoffs.
I think that team could be good.
They just
in
started
like
off
a
poorly.
year or two.
They just started
If
winning.
Russ is 8. I mean,
Who's-
like, he's not
who's-
showing aging.
is
But
Christian
like,
with
he's
his
getting
fifth?
older.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think if Russ and Beal stay where they are, Rui improves, and they find like a good big man, I think you're talking a pretty good team right there. I mean,
Definitely a player.
they just don't have any solid big men right now.
I don't know.
They never have.
I'm not
Nah.
sure how much we've
Besides
talked.
JaVale McGee, of course. Back
Not since Marcin Gortat.
Oh, he was a bucket.
I'm not sure how much we've
I watched
talked
him
about,
play.
Russell Westbrook on this podcast, but he just broke the triple-double record
All
this
time.
past week.
Which, as a stat, matters less than you think, but he's
Matters.
still a really good player.
Well, I think the triple-double is one of the coolest stats in basketball.
Top 4 point guard of all time.
That's
Top 4 point guard in the league currently.
all time.
I don't know, bro. Come on now. Of all time, definitely not.
Point guards?
Yeah.
Nah.
No way.
Yeah.
I
top
put
5.
Stockton above him.
I
Yeah,
thought
me too.
Chris Paul was above him.
No, I would
Of
put.
all
That's
time?
that's close.
But Chris Paul's like neither.
Like
of them
Chris
have won
Paul,
a ring.
Chris Paul's always been elite, but he's never been like an MVP.
I mean, I think he's
With
MVP
scoring
candidate
titles.
right now.
I don't think he is.
Should be.
Who's
I don't think you
Who's
can
your
be
top 5 then for point guards?
Sheesh.
all
Nah,
time.
all
or
I have to
currently?
think about this.
All time. I got Magic.
Isaiah Thomas,
I'm not-
the old
Isaiah
one.
Thomas,
Not
I was going
putting
to say.
Oscar in there.
Isaiah Thomas,
not at
Magic,
one.
Stockton.
Yeah.
Not Oscar, not
Is
Oscar.
this not in order?
No.
Or this
No,
is
this isn't.
Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson.
Yep.
Curry,
Stockton, Curry.
Curry,
Curry's
Stockton.
definitely
That's
there.
4, and then you got
Stockton.
Westbrook.
Nah.
Don't be giving me no Jerry West answer.
Nash.
No. Ooh, I
Nah.
like Nash. 2-time MVP. Is it 2-time MVP?
Nash?
Should he have won them though?
Sheesh.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't matter.
Nash, maybe.
Magic?
And now he's gonna
Yeah, we
say
said
Magic.
Magic.
I'm thinking-
Magic, Stockton, old IT, and Curry are
I'm
the
saying
ones
top
that
5.
were like locked.
Nash is underrated.
Nash is very underrated.
Yeah, I wore a jersey last time, didn't I?
Yeah. And you wore the. Oh, didn't Luke Leftwich say something about it?
Yeah, because he's from Arizona.
Yeah. Bro, I would have to go Steve Nash as 5th.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I'm going.
We're definitely
Westbrook. I'm
forgetting
going Westbrook.
Yeah,
top
we
5.
definitely. I mean, if you count Oscar Robertson.
Or Oscar Robertson.
I
If you
don't-
count.
Yeah, but after what
Yeah,
just
I don't
happened, like I mean, I still put him above.
Yeah, but
before
he was
Yeah,
doing
I
that
don't
in the
understand.
60s.
which was probably easier.
Probably way easier, bro.
Nah.
But we don't. I mean, it was different play style.
I mean,
I
no
don't
one
understand
else.
how you say it's easier.
No one else like
It's
like
more
there's
physical
a
league.
there's a reason that no one else did that until Russ. I mean,
Why?
Oscar was just like that good.
It's an easier league now, in my opinion. I don't know.
I
It's a
think there's
softer
just
league.
More, I think there's more skilled players.
I mean, like, you
now.
can definitely tell with Russ, like, how he gets some of his stats at the end of the game. Like, it's easier to pad stats right now.
Yeah, it's a
For sure.
like, there's more skilled players offensively.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
find
It's
video- you
easier
can find
to
It's
score.
easier
videos.
to score.
It's
than-
easier to score because the players are better at scoring.
And they've found
The defense
more,
didn't
found
get
more
worse.
ways to score.
They don't play defense.
Yeah, they do. The offense
No,
is
they
just
don't.
that
There's
good.
no defense in the NBA.
Players got more athletic.
That's like one of the biggest knocks on the NBA.
Players
There's
got-
no
My
defense.
Knicks play defense.
No, the
promise you
offense
that.
is just
Oh,
that
Knicks
good.
do
Promise
play
The only
defense.
defense in the league is
Yeah.
the Sixers.
Oh, my.
and the Thunder.
The Heat
Are the
are-
Thunder even in the playoffs?
No,
No,
we'll
they're
talk about. We'll
bad.
come back in like 2 years when they're in it.
with your
You gotta
what,
be-
27 first round picks in the next like
What was
8
the
years.
record? What was the record this year?
Well,
What?
everyone's hurt.
Oh, the
Shea's
Thunder?
been out. Shea's been
Yeah,
out
like how
for-
many games did they win? Do you think
Oh,
over or under 25?
Shea's been out for months.
I would say over 25. I'll check.
It's short
Goku's
season,
just that
short
guy.
season though, 72 games. I'd say it's right around 25.
It has to be like 25. They were one of the first teams eliminated.
It's not.
We got 21. So
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
But they're 1-9 in their
Are
last
you guys?
10,
what are you like 14?
1-9 their
We're
last
14 in the
10.
West.
I couldn't name
Are
one
the
player
T-Wolves below you?
besides
Shay.
Huh?
And he has a
Shy.
Who's below you?
Shy.
The Rockets.
Oh, I forgot
Shy's
about
good,
the
bro. Shy's probably top
Shy.
5.
The Pistons
Gallinari?
are 20 and
I like
51.
that.
They still have Robertson,
We're
Roberson.
Roberson.
Robinson or whatever.
I
don't think so.
I was gonna say.
I know we had him last year because that was his first year back.
Man,
Lou
can't play
Dort.
offense.
They actually used to
I
not
like
be
Lou
that bad.
Dort. No,
They
we have
used
good
to
play.
not
We
be
have a
bad.
bunch of like overseas guys this year.
Even when
That's
they
the-
just
I think
even when
I think
KD
your players are only good because they're like kind of like Michael Carter Williams type, putting up like
But they're better.
empty stats, low shooting percentage on a bad team.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm kind of worried about that, but
Shy
Oh, are
Gilgeous
you?
Alexander.
You should
He
fire
hasn't played
Sam
in
Presti.
months. Like we know.
no,
he's
Sam
good.
Presti's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Look at what Houston got for Harden. Kelly Olynyk and like 4 first-round
Yeah,
picks.
facts.
You think that's
They got,
good?
bro, they got more for Harden trading him to the Rockets a decade ago than what the Rockets got for him.
Yeah, they got more for Harden when he was the 6th man of the
Yeah,
year
then he was
versus
the
an MVP.
Crazy.
Yeah, so the East is set. So
Here's the West. then.
Sixer. Okay, so the play-ins in the East will go Boston versus Charlotte, and then Washington Wizards versus the Pacers. That'll be the play-in, and then the Sixers, who are the 1 seed, they'll get the winner of the Knicks and Hawks series.
Second round.
Is the play-in just one game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? Like, okay, the biggest.
I would have thought it would be best out of 3 or something.
I like the play-in, but the format.
just a lot of
The
games.
rest of the
Format's
format,
dumb.
it
Format's
sucks.
dumb. The format's dumb.
The best seed should play the worst remaining seed.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It
And then
should
there
be
should
seven
be
versus
buys. There should the 1 and 2 seeds should get buys.
I think
mean-
the base 8 team in each conference is fine. Best
Yeah,
of
I
7
don't know
series.
why.
I mean, the Sixers are essentially going to, and the Nets, they're both going to essentially get buys because they have to wait for the play-ins to be over,
So I was listening to Jeff
and they have to wait for the.
I thought the play-in.
I don't know. Don't sleep on the Wizards.
I thought the play-in tournament was just for this year because they only played 72 games, but apparently that's like staying.
I mean, besides like the.
Wait, I think the Sixers do get a buy.
No, they don't.
No.
How will they be playing the winner of the Hawks Nets?
In the second
Hawks.
round.
In the second round,
They're
it's
the
one.
4 or
It's
5.
1 versus 4, which is.
So the Sixers.
It's gonna be
they're
one.
get-
It's gonna be 1-8-4-5 on the one side, then 3-6, 2-7 on
Isn't
the
that
other
usually
side.
how it is?
So the
though?
Sixers got to play the 8 seed.
And then the 8 and 7
Yeah.
are
The
determined
only team
by.
I see coming out of that is like the Lakers going into like past the second round. Other than that, it's just like useless of why they even have the play in.
I think whoever the Wizards play in the second round, I don't think they'll win, but I think they could give someone a run.
And what seed are they in the play-in? 10.
They're the current 8 seed
Oh, okay.
in the East. So
And who's the 7?
the Celtics.
Oh, okay.
They've been
Well, I mean,
struggling.
the Sixers definitely cut a break. They're on the opposite side of the bracket than the Heat, Bucks, and Nets.
Yeah, but you got the Knicks to worry
That's what I'm
about.
saying.
They've been on a
Right.
tear. They have been on a tear.
I really wish we were on the other side of the bracket.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're a Heat fan. We want to play the Sixers. I don't want to play the Bucks or the Nets. I want to play the Sixers.
I would like
I
to
would
play
like
the
to-
Bucks. Yeah, the Bucks are.
Nets are clearly the best team in the East.
But I'd rather.
I think the Bucks are the only team in the East that can.
I'd rather
That
play.
can beat the Net? You don't think the Sixers have a chance versus the Nets?
No.
You don't think they have a better chance than the Bucks do?
I think the Bucks match up way better.
I think
Who are y'all putting on Kevin Durant?
Doc Rivers.
Do you
Tobias
realize we
Harris?
have
Tobias Harris?
we have
Doc
3
Rivers.
guys, 3 defensive players right now that are in the top 5 conversation for
I don't know about top
defensive
5.
player of the year.
And none of them can go to
According to
Kevin
the
Durant.
rank,
But they got Doc Rivers at head coach, though. That's
Oh
all that
yeah,
matters.
because he's been really
All right,
successful
like-
recently.
there's no denying the fact that the Nets are going to be able to score against anybody.
Are they all
They're
going to
going
be
to
healthy?
score points.
Yes.
First of all, are they
Perfect.
going to all be healthy?
Yes.
Second of all, are they going to give up less than 120 points a game because there's no defense being played on
Yeah,
that
but they can score.
They have
I know they can
Durant's
score,
Durant's a good defender. They have good defending
Go look
centers.
at how they've lost the last
Harden,
couple games. It's
Harden
because
can
they're
play defense if he wants to.
Harden's so overhated on defense. Like he didn't play 20 defense in 2015, and now everyone thinks he doesn't. He still doesn't play defense.
I think he's what's.
I think
he's what's making that team who they are, bro. Like, I don't
he
think-
hasn't played in like 3 months.
Yeah, but they were
2
still
months.
doing pretty well.
It's also
Bro.
it's KD though. Like
How many games have
There's
they
no
played?
denying.
Like,
I
all-
will
like,
not.
they're-
I'm
the-
not denying the
like,
fact
the
that
top
the Nets
3 of
have
their
better-
lineup
it'll
are
be fun to
all-time
watch.
scorers.
It'll be fun to watch. You can just
I
say
mean,
that.
I think we can all agree that it's probably going to come down to the Nets Sixers.
It definitely
With-
could.
Yeah, with the way, yeah, probably.
Could.
How many games have the 3 of them played together all season?
The Sixers,
The-
3 or
the-
4.
No, the Nets with KD, Harden, and
Not a lot.
Not a
That's
lot.
what I'm saying.
yeah, it's gonna be.
I don't think it
interesting to
matters.
see how-
Talent is
I-
talent.
Yeah,
Talent is talent
but
until you start losing, then everybody's going to be like, oh.
it's the NBA
because-
playoffs, so it's. This is basically March.
I do not care about the NBA regular season. It means about nothing to me.
That's why. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's why Kevin Durant and James Harden don't play.
Yeah,
because it doesn't matter.
So like, if the Heat were like number 1 right now, would you care?
No.
I mean, yeah, it helps.
We were the 5 seed last year, and we went to the conference finals.
that's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
care about the regular season.
I agree.
Do you think you're not even making it out of the first round? So stop talking like it. There's no way the Heat make it out.
He's not saying they are this year. He's saying that like
Jack Harlow,
Yeah, but he's like, oh, I'm not worried about
I
it.
mean,
We
the
made it out of the
team we beat.
He's not talking about his team in general. He's talking about seeding. He's saying your seed.
The team we beat in 5 games last year, we played them in the first round. I think we definitely have a shot.
All right, bro. All right, Jacob, I'll hold you to that because I think the Bucks are way better than they were last year.
When they were the 1 seed last year and they're the 3 seed this year.
Yeah, but you got
The
the
Bucks
Nets,
have a better. They're just better this year than they were last year.
and the
They're
competition
like-
got better in
they're
the
better.
East though too.
I mean, they're
Drew
probably
Holiday.
slightly better with Drew Holiday instead of who was it?
Eric Bledsoe.
Bledsoe.
No, DiVincenzo started.
No, they had
They had
Bledsoe,
DiVincenzo
though.
last year.
They're just a scrappy.
He was
they're
their
just a
starting
scrappy
point
team.
guard.
No, Bledsoe
No,
was.
Bledsoe.
That's
And then they got rid of him for Holiday.
Yeah, Holiday's
Holiday
better.
is an improvement,
I mean-
but I don't know if that's the difference between losing in 5 games to winning. I mean,
I
don't see the Nets making it out.
I think they're like 1 player away from
You don't think that that's making
just
out?
dominating.
Or not the Nets, the Heat. I don't think the Heat are making it out of the first round.
I think we definitely have a shot. I mean, I won't say
I
that
think,
we're
I think
Against
that's
the
one of the
Bucks.
more
I'm
interesting.
not saying you don't have a shot. I
I
just
think
don't
that's one of the
it's-
more interesting first round matchups, honestly.
probably
Yeah,
the
there's
best
that-
first round
those-
match. in the
Honestly,
whole-
that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
those, I mean, like when you get to like the 4-5.
I
Was that
think
3-6? Is that a
I
3-6?
mean, I know I'm a
3-6.
Knicks fan, but I don't think the Knicks are losing to the Hawks. I don't think the
I don't
Hawks are
think
that.
so.
I don't either.
I don't
I was
think so.
I was hoping the Hawks would end up in the play-ins, so that we could play him in the first round. But whatever. The last time we played the Hawks, we beat them by 4.
I mean, we are a playoff team if you look at our roster. Guys like Andre Iguodala.
Victor Oladipo's a big loss.
I mean, we didn't have him
I'm sure
last
you
year.
could.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean,
Yeah,
Oladipo-
obviously we'd be better with
Yeah.
Oladipo, but
And
if
I
you
think
look at last year,
I really like the Oladipo pick because I feel like he just fits that exact.
when he plays, yeah,
Well, I mean, yeah, he has pretty like 10 games.
3 with us.
He's been injured for a couple years in a row now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel bad for him. Honestly, I like Oladipo.
I do like Oladipo.
Yeah, he's a Thunder boy.
He's been everywhere.
He has.
Magic, Thunder.
No, and let's talk about the West though, because I think the West could be. I mean, like honestly,
could
I
come
still
up
favor the
from there.
Lakers no matter what seed they come in at, 7, 8. I don't really care.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't really-
Regular
yeah.
season does not.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Lakers are gonna come in at like a 7 seed.
But
It doesn't matter. I still think they're gonna make it out. But like that, there's a lot of good.
They got
teams.
5 teams that could go to the finals.
Oh yeah, that like the West is loaded.
Suns, Jazz,
I'm not
Clippers.
exactly so sold on the Suns as a deep playoff contender.
Hey, neither am I. I think if they get the Lakers first round, they're getting back.
I mean, I think if obviously the Suns have been, are they the current
Well-
1 seed or are they the 2 seed?
They're
2
the-
seed right now.
Yeah, I mean they've been balling out, but
Yeah.
I mean I think we have to give it a year to see what they do in the playoffs to call them
But
real contenders.
what about what they did in the bubble last year?
I mean, yeah,
I
that
think
was,
that means nothing.
Yeah.
They didn't even make the playoffs out of it.
Yeah, but they went like
Who?
the
Suns?
Suns in the
No
bubble
way,
last
bro.
year.
I mean they're obviously a good team, and they wouldn't be where they are without being a good team. But I think that's a second round exit type deal.
Okay, so that leaves the Jazz. I don't see the Jazz making the finals. I'm just
They
never,
could.
I've never
Jazz,
been a big
Jazz,
Jazz are
Nuggets,
pretty
Lakers, Clippers. That's
Nuggets.
yeah. I mean, even without Jamal Murray, they still have so
Yeah,
many
he's
other
out.
scorers.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, he
has-
stepped into a big role.
I mean, I think statistically they're better without Jamal Murray than they are with him.
You saw what he was doing in the playoffs.
No,
last year.
I-
he was single-handedly keeping them in games.
No, he's talented, but I
Well,
think
the
you
bubble
look at how
doesn't
they
matter last year. Apparently.
No, I'm talking about what he did in the playoffs.
What seed are the
I'm not talking about
Trailblazers
the
at?
bubble.
5
5.
or
Yeah, they're
6,
not-
6.
No,
Sorry,
6, and
they're
they- and
6
if they
because
lose
they
an
might
eight-
be 7.
They're
Yeah.
not doing anything in the playoffs.
They never
For a
did.
while.
They have a bottom 5 defense.
Yeah.
Well, that's how the Jazz have been. They've never really gone far in the playoffs, but this year they got a solid team.
The thing is, though, I don't think Dame will ever leave. So
I mean, rumor is they might shop him, but I'm not sure if I buy it. But
I don't know. I mean, they had a team a while ago with Dame Lillard, Marcus Aldridge, and Brandon Roy. Like they could have been. They probably
Nicholas
they-
Batum,
Yeah, like they were top. They
Greg
probably should
Oden,
start the
Joel
rebuild.
Presbilla.
They honestly probably should start the rebuild. I don't know what they're doing with their roster right now. They're not gonna win anything.
Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they're just getting older.
I don't
so-
think Dame by himself is gonna do that much, especially with his lack of
Lifestyle.
defense and
It's not him by
low
himself.
field goal percentage.
He's not by himself though.
I don't think CJ McCollum is a second
CJ
option.
McCollum, the guy from the Raptors, Norman Powell,
Is that good enough to do
McCollum's
anything
like-
in the playoffs?
Carmelo Anthony. Sheesh.
CJ McCollum's like a worse Kyle.
I mean,
Top 10
you're
top 10 scorer of all time?
listing like the players that shoot like 40% from the field and don't play defense.
I feel like they would be much better with if they kept Gary Trent.
give me Jordan.
And,
He went off in the bubble.
he went
last
off
year.
like
He went off
few
this year.
weeks ago.
Yeah,
Give me Jordan Poole over CJ McCollum though.
bro,
Yeah.
you're just talking right now, bro. You're just chatting.
I'm not really a big fan of anyone on the Trailblazers roster.
I love Dame.
Look at those
Except for the
stats,
except for Dame.
Dame Lillard's
Look
a
at that.
top
You're telling
3
me
player in
you
the
don't
league.
want that?
Damian Lillard,
Top 5 for sure.
No.
shooting 40%
Yes.
from the field.
Damian Lillard is easily a top 5 player. In the
You got Jokic.
I don't
LeBron,
think he's a top 5
I
point
don't
guard.
think he's-
Okay, that.
No,
I just don't.
Dame.
No.
What are
Curry,
you
Curry,
talking
Luca,
about?
Russ, Kyrie, and
Dame
Harden.
is better
There we
than
go.
Dame is better than
Alright, you can't
Russ.
count Kyrie and.
Dame is probably better than
Dude,
Luca.
Dame is not better
Dame
than
is better
Russ,
than
like-
Luca.
He's better than
yeah.
Kyrie.
Nah. Kyrie's
Probably.
having the best season of his career.
Kyrie's better
currently.
than Luca.
CP3.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take.
You think CP3 is better than Dame Lillard?
I don't
Bro,
think.
CP3
I don't
is
think.
top
Dame,
five in the
now,
MVP
yeah.
voting right now.
I don't think Dame's top 5
Come
point
on,
guard.
not
I
a
don't
top
think-
five point guard.
I'm sorry,
No,
but if you
but,
shoot
like-
40% from the field, like as flashy of a player as he is, he shoots 40% from the field and does not play defense.
Bro, people love Damian Lillard. I don't know why.
Okay.
He's obviously like,
Kyrie puts up how many shots a game?
he's
Kyrie
shooting,
doesn't
he's
shoot
shooting,
more than-
he's borderline 50, 40, 90, having to share the ball with.
I mean, look at it like.
Harden.
And it's
so
the
you're
same
telling
with
me-
Russell
no,
Westbrook.
no, but you're
Russell
telling me-
Westbrook shoots 20 times a game. He makes 3 shots. He's shooting
he's
by. He
shooting
has to be
better
shooting.
than
Like,
Damian.
there's
If you
no-
if you replace Kyrie for Dame on that Blazers team, they're winning like 10 to 15 less games a year.
Russ instead of Dame.
And no, I mean if you have Kyrie instead of Dame,
I think they're
I might
all a
have
good
missed
fit
I
on the
don't-
same team. I'm just not a
I
big
don't think
fan.
so.
I'm just not a big fan of Dame's style. I don't know.
I've never really.
Yeah, because like
Call me a hater, but like
I mean, like
No, I agree
I
with
kind of
that.
agree though because
He's shooting 45%.
even if you put someone
Which is-
with him, like he's so
Who?
ball dominant.
Dame Lillard.
And like he like
From the-
controls the pace of the game, in which he just likes to play slow. Like he doesn't go fast. Like
He's
Kyrie
shooting
can go
45%. How? What do you think Steph Curry's shooting? Just
probably better than 45%.
fast. Sorry, like
okay, well, like
I don't
48.
know.
48.
it is 48.
it is.
Yeah, and Steph Curry is top 5.
Steph Curry is also better on defense and scoring more
Dude,
points.
Curry could like.
Curry's legitimately good on like he's not a lockdown defender, but he's a pretty decent defender.
Sometimes he's.
Is,
he
is
used to be
Trae
a
Young
liability.
better than Dame Lillard?
No, Trae
Exactly.
Young
They would just
hooped
send
this year.
screens on whoever Curry was going to get
Exactly,
on Curry
yeah.
and just go at him.
Who do
Yeah,
you think?
I mean, why? Like, I don't think any 6'1" point guard would be able to stop LeBron. I mean, that's
Oh, no,
just
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a tall task for any
Duncan
point guard.
Robinson.
Absolutely.
Hey, Duncan Robinson did a pretty good job on Ben Simmons the other day, standing 10 feet off of him.
That's good
pretty
to
good
hear.
defense.
That's good to hear.
I mean, good for him. Seriously, like, what do you have to say about that?
He's up next.
And
He's the
Duncan
next
Robinson,
Reggie Miller.
Duncan Robinson, the next lockdown.
Okay,
defender
the
in
Heat
league.
probably played
Next-
the
best
Sixers at
3-and-D
50%.
player of all time.
All right, guys. So as we spoke about last week, we have a new partner, FnH Thrift. FnH Thrift is a retail company that sells some pretty vintage sports-related merchandise. They have some really cool stuff, and it's ran by 2 Trinity graduates, Hunter Becker and Frankie Lafferty, who they're both pretty good friends of mine, along with everybody else here. So I don't know, Drew and Ben, if you guys have seen the kind of stuff that they put out on their website. But
Nah, yeah, because I mean, me and Drew are
I saw
big
him
thrift
thrifting
store
once.
shoppers too. We,
Yeah,
we
it's
love
some
his
heat.
stuff. I actually gotta go over to his house and try some stuff on. I was talking to him the other day, but he's got a lot of cool stuff that you should check out.
yeah, for sure. And I know they do some like mystery boxes that
Yeah.
they promote pretty often, actually.
Very negotiable.
So
too.
yeah, very negotiable.
Send offers.
Yeah, two very down to earth people. So just go out and check out their website. They're friends of ours. Like I said, Trinity graduates. So go support them.
Yeah, tell them EMPJ sent you for a
For a
discount.
discount. Yes, sir.
Hashtag
UFC.
true for 5.
All right, so we're gonna get into some UFC talk now. Ben and I we really don't watch UFC much, but Drew and Jacob, I guess that's kind of their specialty. So, Jacob,
Not
what
my
happened last night in
specialty,
UFC world?
So there's a new lightweight champion in the UFC after Khabib retired and relinquished his belt. Charles Oliveira knocked out Michael Chandler, which was not necessarily a result people were expecting because Oliveira is more of a grappler, wrestler type guy, and Chandler is like a boxing knockout artist. And it was an interesting fight, and there's a new lightweight champ. And then a lot of UFC fans were sad to see Tony Ferguson go down once again. He's been on, I think, a 3 or 4 fight losing streak ever since he himself was rumored to be in the works of a fight with Khabib.
That's 6 losses to his name now.
Yeah, he lost to Benil Dariush.
Yes.
And this might be it for Tony as a top tier guy.
You
in
think
UFC
so?
Lightweight. Yeah.
And he wasn't even the main event.
Nah, he was. Main event was Oliveira Chandler. Yeah.
KO in that one. Knockout.
Yeah.
You watch women's
I don't
UFC.
need to watch this stuff. To know
I
what KO
watched.
means.
It was before like one of the fights. These women are big.
Yeah.
So you're watching women UFC too?
It was
No, they're good fights.
It was
too.
like before
No,
like
they're
the-
Amanda.
Yes, they
yes,
are.
they are. Yes, they are.
I watched
I'm not
probably-
gonna get myself in trouble and say something. But
You want to step in the octagon with them?
I think I would.
hell no. I'll tell
If
you-
I
I'll tell
bet
you
an
that.
over under you fighting Amanda Nunes, I would give you less than 15 seconds.
Oh, absolutely. But those ain't women.
Then what are they? Yeah, they're bucket getters.
Women's
They're
UFC
nice.
is legit. It's one of the only.
Women.
I won't get myself in trouble, but they do not need extra promotion for people to get excited for their fights because they are legit. I'll say that much.
Yeah, we don't have to go into that anymore. I agree.
All right, Ben, let's talk about the MLB.
Oh, sheesh.
Boom.
All right, we'll talk about some baseball here. I don't know, Drew and Ben, you guys watch a lot of baseball?
Very little.
I've been playing a lot of MLB The Show recently, so my baseball knowledge has gone up recently. So
Who's your favorite team?
the Tigers.
Hey.
That's just because I'm a Michigan.
How are they
fan,
doing?
They
so-
suck.
I have no
don't they?
idea.
They've been pretty bad recently, but
Join the squad.
Miguel
The old
Cabrera.
Marlins, baby.
I have
Phillies
no,
are above 500.
I have
Phillies
no
You're
idea.
blew
looking
us-
for the Jays right now.
I know, bad too. It's like
The
10.
Phillies lost
He
bad
hit
last
2 home
night.
runs.
What? I know, I saw that. What'd you say?
Phillies lost bad last night. They had a bunch of errors. I was watching.
Yeah,
that
they did have like 3 errors.
16 parlay and 5 of them won, except for the freaking Phillies. Well, you know, it's whatever.
Hey, Drew, gosh, Ben, what is your favorite team?
I'm a Nationals fan, but I don't really watch
Oh
that
my
much.
god.
Nationals.
Um,
Name one player on that team.
Monster.
Bryce
Hey,
Good,
there you go.
good. Bryce Harper.
That's more.
I
than,
I
that's
thought you
more
were
than
gonna
I.
say Bryce
That's more than I can name on the Marlins. So good job.
Ichiro Suzuki.
Is he on the Marlins?
No, he's literally retired.
Is he on the Mariners?
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
yeah.
on the Mariners. But yeah, the
The
Phillies.
best contact hitter of all time.
Phillies in second place at the end of this week. Losing bad right now. They're the Toronto Blue Jays. So yeah.
You think the Dodgers are going to pick it up? 'Cause they've been
Talent is
struggling
talent.
as of
Who
late.
cares?
Yeah, honestly, who cares about baseball?
The Dodgers just signed. Did they sign Pujols?
What?
They did, but who cares about that either?
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, honestly, that's the thing with
There's
baseball.
not much. There's like not a lot to talk about because they play every single day.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
162 games, and big market
don't-
teams are going
See,
to
it
always.
happens in the NBA regular season too, when there's 82, and then you double it for the MLB.
If
It's
you're
just
not a
hard
big
to-
You gotta play a little
team.
money ball.
Yeah,
Use sabermetrics. Shout out to Mr. Carly.
shout out to the Oakland Athletics.
Yes, sir.
And Mr.
Bill
Ricker?
James. Bill James. Jacob, who's Bill James?
Is that the former Oakland GM?
He's the guy that created
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, he.
Jonah Hill
Yeah,
is the guy that played.
Sabermetrics is in the that's in the NBA too with the Rockets and Daryl Morey. I mean,
Daryl Morey.
Yeah, Daryl Morey, best GM in basketball.
well, former Rockets GM Daryl Morey when they
That's what they
went
always
all
make.
small ball and
That's what he's known for.
advanced statistics. Yeah.
He's done that this year.
And PJ Tucker is the greatest five ever.
Oh yeah, the small ball team of the Sixers.
Yeah, George Hill on like a friggin' $500,000 contract.
6'11" Ben Simmons, 6'10" Tobias Harris, 7'1" Joel Embiid.
Is that small ball?
Do you know what? Oh no, I thought you meant like small ball, meaning like they go out
Nah.
and like buy
Small ball is
players
in,
that are
like,
less expensive.
Small ball is like thunder right now.
Small ball is like 6'5".
Small ball meaning
Like
height
PJ,
wise.
PJ
Yeah.
Tucker at center, or
Looks
with
like
the
6'9".
Warriors death lineup.
All right, so
Talking some Trinity Sports.
yes, sir, Trinity Sports, baby. Talk
Actually,
about Jacob making districts for track. So
Well, not districts, mid pens, but we'll see.
Or
if
No,
that
you're
passes.
making districts too.
yeah, you
We'll
gotta
see,
keep
we'll
that
see.
If not,
mentality.
you're cut off from.
It's not up to me if I make. Well, it is.
Yeah, it is. What do you mean?
It is for my times, but it's not up to me if I'm like going to make it based on other people's times.
Well,
Bro,
you
you
got
gotta
next
all you
year,
gotta
too.
do is just be like the best you can be, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all
Well,
you gotta
trying.
The best
Trying.
Go to Olive Garden the night before and get the pasta.
Carb overload.
Yeah.
do. Is that like good?
On to the Trinity lacrosse.
Like I know you're supposed to eat,
Chill.
bro. Yeah, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about it,
Why?
Lacrosse team wants
They
to-
lost.
Yeah.
but they got some
We don't
studs
talk
on
about
that.
that.
They're
team.
moving on to districts though.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
sharpshooter Evan Scott.
Hey,
up top.
I saw him take a couple shots.
Were you at the
He
game?
had 2 assists.
Second half,
He's
second half.
dealing.
Runs in the family.
I mean, they didn't look too bad. I thought they played pretty well.
I mean, I can't
They
right
did.
before halftime.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
looked great in the third quarter.
CV's a good team.
It was a
I
good
mean,
third
losses
quarter.
are gonna
They
happen.
didn't give up a
CV
goal.
is a very good team.
Was
so.
what's the one guy playing? The Yale commit.
Max Kravetsky.
No, I don't even.
He
Bro,
didn't play.
I don't
He tore
think
his
I.
ACL.
I don't think I even saw him there.
He's on the side.
What's up with them like all dyeing their hair?
That's
think
what
it's
you're
like a
supposed to do for the
distance thing.
playoffs. That's what we might do for the baseball team.
How's the baseball team looking?
Sure, bro. So,
Baseball team's nice.
yeah, if you guys have been keeping track of the podcast, you would know that this past week we had a big game against East Penn, and then we played again on when did we play? Thursday? It was Wednesday
It's
against
your, it's your
Middletown.
team.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Michael Morales is like that.
So Monday we dropped a tough game to East Penn.
Similar thing to the lacrosse. I mean, East Penn's just a good team.
East Penn is a powerhouse
They got a
when it
D1
comes to
pitcher,
baseball.
like-
Major league
They were
pitcher.
crazy.
He's going to the
If
major
y'all
league.
had
so?
a season-
Oh,
yeah.
bro, he's going his first round draft.
If y'all had a season last
There was
year, they
22
were crazy.
There was 22 scouts, major league scouts at our game.
Alejandro, Jake Madden. Like,
They've always, the thing about East Penn is they built a dynasty there. I mean, they've always
Yeah.
been good. They started them young. I mean,
Do they recruit though?
no.
I don't think you
They
can.
just
recruit-
all
How can you
For a
recruit
public
at
high
East
school.
Well, no,
Penn,
exactly,
bro?
exactly.
They all just played.
If they're,
They-
if they're
were young.
recruiting,
They've played together
props to
since
them.
they
'cause
were.
if you can get
Yeah.
someone
I remember back when I played T-ball,
Oh.
Redland All-Stars.
It's the same thing.
We'd
with
always
Yeah.
make it to the championship, and then did not go so well against the East Penn T-ball team.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, Jacob just said Redland. I mean, it's the same kind of thing. Two
Yeah.
very good programs that build dynasty.
And Trinity
The-
doesn't have like a.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about Redland and East Penn, those kids have been playing together since
They've
they were
been
8
playing
years
for
old.
East
And like
I just don't
Camp-
think
and
Mr.
Camp
Bowles
Hill,
did the job
honestly,
at
too.
coaching.
So, anyways, getting back to Trinity, we dropped the game to East Penn on Monday, and then we came back and won against Middletown on Wednesday to improve our record to 12-5. And then Thursday we were supposed to have a game, and unfortunately the opposing team forfeited. So our record is currently 13-5. We currently hold the 2 seed in District 3. So
Isn't this one of your first district appearances in Louth?
it is 10 years.
Wow.
10 years since Trinity's made the playoffs.
Rebuilding
in
the baseball program.
And we have a good team this year.
It starts at
We
the
have a
catcher
chance-
position.
Absolutely.
I'll say that much.
Absolutely.
We have the
Who's the
chance to
catcher?
make a run in the playoffs this year.
Wait, who
We-
pitches for y'all?
Ethan Peffer,
Oh,
probably
nice.
one of our best pitchers. Landon Kunzelman, another very good arm for us.
Ryan Balaban.
Brian
Yeah, he's
Balban.
showing off that arm during the football season too.
Who?
Landon.
Yeah, I mean, he's also our quarterback. If you guys don't know, Brian Balban pitches from time to time for us, but our top 3 guys are probably Josh McCombs, Landon Kunstman, and Ethan Peffer. Those are our 3 starters. So
When's next game?
we play tomorrow. Tomorrow wraps up our regular season. It's the last game of our season for the regular season, and then we got a scrimmage on Wednesday against Mount Calvary Christian, who is currently the number 1 seed for District 1, 1A.
Who do you guys
Hey,
play
best of
tomorrow?
luck, bro.
Bermudian Springs tomorrow
From-
wraps up our season. So
At where?
Bermudian Springs.
Are they any good?
Oh, Drew will be there.
I'll be there.
I'm not quite sure. I don't know much about Bermudian Springs.
They're a wrestling powerhouse.
It's an out of conference. It's an out of conference game, so I'm not really sure how they are. But well, I guess we'll see tomorrow. And just like I said, it wraps up our season, so we should be able to know after tomorrow's game where we're going to be finished seeding wise. So
Yeah, shout out to the softball team too.
yeah,
Yeah,
softball
they're going
team.
off.
What are they? They just broke the record for for the best record in Trinity history.
At what?
They have 1 loss. They're like 14 or 15-1 right now.
Congrats to the softball team.
Yeah, congrats to them and congrats to Adam Warren and Tommy Hallahan.
Oh, are they going to states for doubles?
I'm not-
Tennis. I like it.
I know that they played.
Cole.
I know that they played on Friday, and they won on Friday, so they got to go play in the semifinals, which were yesterday, and I didn't hear how they did yesterday, so
They nice.
we'll keep an eye on them for sure. And if they made it to states, congratulations to them and good luck. What else is happening in Trinity right now?
I mean, districts for track is next week, then states is 1 or 2 weeks after that.
I think all the teams for spring are now in the playoffs.
Transfers.
Yeah.
Are getting ready to go to the
Transfer
playoffs.
back.
Yeah, we are not talking about that.
Can we talk about J. Cole?
J. Cole dropping an album.
J. Cole dropping.
he dropped.
J. Cole dropping a 333 in the
He hit 3-3-2.
Ugandan, or what is it?
Rwanda.
Rwandan.
I didn't know that was like linked through the NBA though.
I don't even. You guys listen to him? I don't
Yeah.
listen to him like that.
No,
I mean-
I don't either. But if he's a ball player, I'm into it.
Who's your favorite? Off-topic question.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite rapper right now?
My
Who's the
favorite
best? Let's say who's the
rapper?
best in the game, and then go into your favorite.
He just wants to talk about Lil Baby.
We'll go around.
Yeah, you can go
Who's
first.
the best in the game right now?
I would say best in the game is. Hold on.
Polo's hot.
What are you gonna look it up?
No,
There's
I'm
nothing to
just
look
checking
up.
out
It's your
every
opinion.
I say Polo, and then my favorite's Roddy Rich.
I like Roddy Rich. I like Polo. Too.
I mean, it's really not any more complicated.
You
than
said the
Lil
best
Uzi
is
Vert.
Polo G?
I mean,
I think
Then who?
Uzi.
Uzi's the best right
Yeah,
now.
it's
It's
not.
a-
more
it's
complicated.
an
I think it's
opinionated
Polo G
question.
and Lil
The
Baby.
hottest right now is Baby. Lil
It-
Baby.
I mean,
but
there is
Justin
personally-
Bieber's been pretty hot.
personally-
Uzi's been the hottest since 2016. It's
That's-
not any more
yeah.
complicated.
Like, you can't even like.
Uzi's been doing it.
Yeah, but in the last like 2 years, I'd say Lil Baby.
I mean, he
Lil
dropped
Baby
2 albums
is
a year ago. And
best.
that album with Future, which was okay, but
Lil Baby's the best in the game, and he's my favorite. So.
Hey.
Now, what
that's
about
an
not
what
interesting.
about
interesting.
Jay Z though?
It is.
What'd you say?
444.
I said that's interesting. He's your favorite, and he also happens to be the best.
Is
I
he
wanna
not?
say that.
That's
Bro, I think we could get
not
all
surprising.
like.
Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber.
Oh, shut up. So that wraps up. I don't even know.
The
Are we
podcast.
doing call-ins or not?
No.
So that wraps this episode up. Are we?
Yeah.
Do we get Instagram questions or anything?
I think I got some in my DM.
All right. So that wraps up this episode. Just want to thank you guys again, Drew and Ben, for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. And
Lots of fun.
so yeah, that wraps up episode 15, guys. We'll see you next.